Good evening, everybody. My name is Chris Dombrowski. I'm reading to you tonight from Missoula, Montana. And I just want to say how honored I am to be taking part in this celebration with you all, and how grateful I am to be part of this amazing anthology, Dear America. Thank you, Simmons and Elizabeth and Derek, my dear friend, for including my poem in here. I'm going to start this evening with a poem by Miriam Marty Clark, What You'd Want to Remember. Now, daylight spent, darkness falls before supper, votives flickering down the long table, and voices, someone leaning in to hear, or back to laugh or consider, someone reaching over to touch, tentative, kind, not out but over, across the dark. It wasn't any one thing you'd want to remember. Later, a story, a gesture, a beautiful face, animated in the candlelight, the glasses refilled again and again, or how late you stayed, talking into that autumn night. You'd need an old word for what it was, our commonweal. You'd need that when you thought back. This next poem is a poem that I wrote. It's called To the First of Getting Longer Days. I felt unsettled driving northeast in the dark, up what the Salish called the road to the buffalo, long before my tribe struck its camp of cul-de-sacs, though some still speak the road's name in Salish, further evidencing my aforementioned sense of self-importance, inherited from forefathers who also wanted more and newer things, such as cars without fender dents that don't burn motor oil at a slow, if determined, pace, such that checking the levels seems necessary every few hundred furlongs. But then again, I own it, even if the gasket job cost roughly what the car was worth, and even if I'd put repairs on a Visa. This line of thought continuing as Dawn stretched her blue shawl over the scapegoat, which is to say, I felt the guilt privilege affords, and justly, since I was driving with my setter to hunt pheasants, chiefly a sporting endeavor, so removed from horseback and buffalo jumps. The NPR station fizzled into white noise, and 20 miles from the next gas station, I had to relieve myself. What a flock of warblers was doing so close to the mountains on the winter solstice, and chattering in the dark as the falling snow melted flake by flake into my forehead, not even the most learned ornithologist could have determined. But they called assuredly from a slope of sage, as though they had always been calling, and I finished pissing, though perhaps I had always been pissing, and men, shouldering full quivers, rode up the road, one of them glancing to regard not traveler, but song, as the light arrived, or kept arriving, as it will. Thank you.